Hey y'all, Lucky Larry down here at K&L Machine. Well, hell, you ain't got it. Yeah, you do. Okay.
You better start over.
Nah. Hey y'all, it's Lucky Larry down here at K&L Machine in Weldon. And today is a grand day for us here as a company and me personally, and for my brother-in-law Joe here, and of course for Miss Marty over here, his wife. This is and the dogs. Here's Red and Scrappy. They well, yeah, there you go. Say hi there, Scrappy.
Don't forget the cameraman.
Yeah, and the cameraman back here. We got the reason why I'm Lucky Larry back here. That's Kim. Anyways, this is a grand day for us. Today is the day that Frankenstein, this collection of God only knows how many different years and makes and models of parts, has come together and come to life. Yes, it's alive. So this is a big day for us, and basically what I want to do is we're going to kind of come around here and give you a tour of the truck and show you a little bit of what we've done and what we accomplished with this thing. One of the things we accomplished is a fantastic finish, as you can see. And every bit of it was done in this shop right here behind us, and you can take a look. It's a welding shop, okay? It's a welding and machine shop, and we painted it there, we built it there, we fabricated it there. Everything we had to do was done in that shop, and that was no easy task, but we did it, and it's done, and it looks fantastic, as you can see. You know, we got paint here that absolutely looks like, well, you know, you hear people talk about paint looking like it's a foot deep. This paint looks way deeper than a foot. It's an optical quality finish. It really is. So let's come on around this. We had the badges re-chromed, and they absolutely look fantastic. We had that done a little chrome shop up in Cherryville. We got a pretty decent interior. We still got a lot of work to do on it, and like I say, this is where we, as K&L Machine, this is where we end our part of this. Okay. Joel has decided he's going to go ahead and do all the interior and everything, or have it done, whichever the case may be. But we got custom gauges in here, custom set of Dolphin gauges. We got brand new floor mats. Of course, we put down sound insulation on the floor, in the doors, on the roof, on the back of the cab. This thing sounds, well, let's just say it don't sound like a 1954 GMC. Because if you know anything about a 54 GMC, they sound like a tin can when you shut the door. That don't sound like a tin can, now does it? Yeah. We'll leave that for you. This is one of the most fantastic features. This is my favorite feature of this whole truck, and to be quite honest with you, had I been doing this truck, I would have had the gas tank behind the seat, just like it originally was. But my brother-in-law, he didn't want that, and that's cool. This turned out to be my favorite feature. And what you got to understand here is, we're a welding and machine shop, and you know, old Joel here, he picked this truck. We picked this truck up. I went with him, and we picked this truck up 2.5 years ago on a July 4th weekend, as a matter of fact. And he he was good enough to trust me to restore this truck. Now, the thing you got to understand is yeah, I've been mechanicking and doing body work for myself since I was a kid. Nothing to this level, okay? But you know, my brother-in-law trusted me and trusted what we could do, and plus he had seen a Harley that I had redone for myself, and he believed in us. And this is the result, guys. You know, we fabricated this in, every bit of this, and you'd never know that wasn't factory. You know, this is something that, like I say, I'm more proud of this piece right here than I am anything else here. Because we really had to do a lot of fitting and fabricating to make that do what it did. And the cool thing is, you don't even have to unscrew the gas cap to put gas in it. You put gas in straight through the center of the gas cap. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, come on around. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice is that our tailgate wound up a little short, and to be honest with you, a mistake was made ordering the tailgate, but Joel has decided he likes it. Decided it looks aerodynamic and custom and different than most everybody else's truck, and that's kind of what he's looking for. So what we done is we made some custom brackets to make it work, and brought it all together. Of course, he wanted a decal of Frankenstein here on it, so we laid decal on. We clear coated over it. It looks fantastic. Let's see, what else have we got? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let Joel talk about it for a while. What you looking at?
The shine.
The shine? Yeah. Like I say, you know, you want to talk about a shine that's a foot deep. It's approximately 15 or 20 feet to my shop. And I bet you if the cameraman can see my shop in there, she can read the sign above the door. That's how deep this is. You know, you talk about paint being a foot deep, this paint's about 20 feet deep. So if that gives you any indication of what we got going on here. This was kind of a neat thing, and Joel come up with this. He put some no skid stuff here, and you know, he wanted the running boards painted the same as the rest of the truck, which was really kind of cool. Thing of it is, you don't want to scratch your running boards when you getting in and out of your truck. So he got some non-skid stuff, put it just this long, just on the raised portions, and it actually come out really nice. It looks pretty cool. We went ahead, put fender welt, of course, at all the fender joints, and we didn't paint it. We left it black because I think it looks a little better that way. Now, like I say, I'm gonna go ahead and let Joel talk for a little bit, and we'll let him show you some of the things that he thinks is kind of extra special for him about it.
Well, thank you, Larry. Let's take a look at the wood in the bed. A lot of guys like to go with something that looks much brighter, lighter, shiny. But you know, the old trucks really were, so many of them, just oiled wood. A lot of times diesel fuel or leftover engine oil, that sort of thing. And so that's what we opted to do here. The darker look, and it's oiled, sort of a paste wax, beads water, and I think in the long run it's more appropriate. Another thing that you may notice that we've done is here in the cowling area there were vents. There was louvers in here because the battery was in the floor, and over time there was a lot of work needed to be done in here. We just went ahead and filled that in. And the battery, two reasons: one, safety, and it's a lot easier to get to. It's now mounted on the firewall. I can't remember if Larry went over the seat boxes.
No, I didn't. That was one of the things I was hoping you was going to mention.
But like I said, we have some bucket seats in here, but the original mounting area was already out of the truck. Some folks had started this project many years ago, and you never can have too much storage, and so Larry was able to go ahead and give me some nice storage boxes here under my seats. This is
as soon as Joe can figure out how to open them.
well, there you go.
There it is. Let's
There you
see.
go.
Let's see what we can do here. Let me see if I can figure this thing out. There we go.
There you go.
We got
And
nice
you've got a
little
bit of everything in
little
there.
storage area. Joel's keeping him some gloves and some condoms, and it looks like a bottle of liquor and.
Just anything that you might need if you're ever out on the road.
Okay.
If you know anything about these older trucks, another feature was the fact that the emergency brake was actually over alongside. Well,
there it is. I
attaboy,
had to
Larry.
find the flat.
Attaboy,
I had to
Larry.
find the flat. There we
But we
go.
want something that's unique, yet functional. And what we did is this is the actual the stick off a 46 2-ton GMC truck. And Larry went ahead and fabricated everything under the floor. So that is actually our emergency brake. adds a little bit more class. Now this is the base model. It didn't come with the radio, but we did add the electrical accessory for 12 volt to operate any kind of accessory you might need. Still having thought exactly what we're going to do there, where the radio would go, and then the other switch we can actually disconnect or shut off the electric fan independently. In cruising, you need plenty of air coming across your radiator, so we've had that. This is a very unique dash. This is the only year of this dash. When we show this truck, a lot of folks say that they've never seen this dash. Very, very unique, very rare truck.
Another thing I want to mention about the interior of this truck, one of the things that when we picked this truck up, y'all folks got to understand, we picked it up. This thing really was literally a pile of parts, okay? And those of you that have been following this build know that. And those of you that haven't, you can go back on our Facebook page and look, and you'll see where we started at and where we've came to. But one of the things that we did not have was a heater, okay? There was no heater box of any kind at all. So what we did is we actually custom fabricated this whole heater assembly. We bought a heater core for I believe it was for a Bronco 2, and a heater motor for a GMC like a 70s model GMC truck or Chevrolet truck, and of course the blower resistor. And as I recall, I think the blower switch was for a Jeep. I mean, like I say, this thing is really a compilation of many parts and many different parts. And then I just fabricated this box to go with it, and it believe it or not, it works quite well. We got our heater controls over here to for the temperature. We have a diverter valve in here to divert from heat coming out down here to the floor. That diverts it so that we get defrost up here at the windshield. Another feature we got, and this is just something that I had laying around the shop, is this little blue light here, which was our Joel seen and he liked and thought it was really cool. And that's now our high beam indicator light. So that was another one of our kind of custom features. Another custom thing in this is this is not an original steering column. This is a tilt wheel column out of a later model Chevrolet or GMC truck. I'm not sure which. It was in the truck when we picked it up. So that was already installed. Like I say, and the engine and transmission in this truck is it's a 350 Chevrolet engine with a turbo 350 transmission. All that was already installed. We did have to do a lot of work to it to get it ready to run, ready to go. We rebuilt the carburetor and some other things, put some seals in the transmission and different things. But at any rate, as you can see, this truck has really come a long ways. Now for the moment I have been waiting for personally, and I don't know where she's at. We got to go find her. We got to go find Marty, because Marty's who I really want to interview. Come on, Marty. Come on over here. Come on over here with the truck. We gotta have a talk over here. Come on over here. Now, folks, the thing you got to understand is 2.5 years ago. Let me give this camera to Kim here. She's going to be my cameraman again. 2.5 years ago, when Joel and I went on a July 4th weekend to pick this truck up. Well, let me just let Marty tell the story. Marty, did you know anything about this truck on that weekend?
I didn't know anything about it.
You didn't know anything? You mean to tell me he didn't tell you he was going to go buy a truck?
He told me nothing.
Why the hell wouldn't he tell you he was going to go buy a truck? Who does that?
Joel Kaufman.
Who does that?
Safety reasons.
Well, now let me ask you this: what did you wind up getting out of the deal since he got the truck?
2 new cats from the Humane Society.
2 new cats. How about that? Yeah. Costing 2 cats. What do you think about that? 2 cats. Let me ask y'all something. How many of y'all would trade getting 2 cats for this truck? Do y'all think that's a pretty good deal? Now here's the burning question that I want the answer to. How pissed off was you at me for going with him to get the truck?
I wasn't really pissed off.
Here we go. Here we go, folks.
I
She
was just
twisted.
kind of disappointed, but then I found out you didn't know, that he didn't tell me. And the only way that I found out was my sister told me, because I don't even know if I would have known it for
There
a
you
little
go.
while.
There you go. So there it is, folks. You know,
But he won't do it again.
So, you hear that, folks? Now that's from the horse's mouth. He won't do it again. Man, them some big words.
That is big words.
That's big words. All right. Well,
Oh,
folks.
but one thing, Larry, if anything happens to him, you get to come get the
If
truck.
anything, you all hear that, folks? If anything happens to him, good grief. You ought not to have said that. Something happens to him, folks are going to be looking at me like I've done something wrong.
I'll vouch for you.
Okay. Folks, you know, we had a good time doing this truck. Joel and I both done a lot of work on it. Joel specifically worked his ass off sandblasting this thing. Most of this truck was sandblasted because most of it was in terrible shape when we got it, and he really did. He knocked one out of the park with the sandblasting. Joel, he did. He stepped up and really done what it took to get it done. Now, my question again for Miss Marty: you gonna step up and go to some car shows with him? Come on now, come on.
Probably not.
Good Lord, I tell you.
I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Nah, shoot no. Come on. Every guy knows you gotta have some kind of a hot chick in the seat beside you when you're riding and cruising at the car show. I mean, hell, 2 dudes. What are they gonna think of me? They're gonna think I'm a bull. I'm gonna think I'm his bitch or he's my bitch. And I can't have that. So
He might like your mustache.
that's right. You want to text it? No. I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Okay, folks, we're out here having a lot of fun, and this is where we're going to end it. Like I said, it's been a fantastic journey on this truck, and I want to thank Joel and Marty both for trusting me to do this job, because nobody knew until this one how it was going to turn out. I mean, the only thing anybody had ever seen was my Harley, and yeah, it turned out good, but there's a lot of difference between doing a Harley and restoring a complete truck. And as you can see, it's not perfect, and I'll never claim that it is, because I can see every flaw in it, as most people that do this stuff can. But it's acceptable. It'd be acceptable in any car show anywhere. So with that, that's where we're going to end it, guys. This is Lucky Larry down here. Uh-oh. Man got something he wants to say.
And I'm really proud of Larry and what he did. And like I said, something like this was my dream, but he bought into it 110, 120%. And you just don't know really what goes on behind the scenes. We talked about it many times. People get frustrated. They just lose interest. It's not easy. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and he stayed the course on it. And Larry, he says he's lucky, but he's very calculated. He's very systematic. You just can't do this sort of thing by luck. You have to have the talent, the resources, the dedication, and of course, to me, I still call him Dr. Frankenstein, because he really helped me with the name. One day we were in the shop and he just said, "It's alive!" And so that's where Frankenstein came along. But with Larry, there's the right way, and then there's the right way, and that's the only way. And my wife has already stepped off camera, but yeah, I really, like I said, appreciate her support on it. It wasn't her dream, it was mine, but we're living happily ever after. Well, thanks again, Larry. Thank
You're very welcome.
Thank you. It's the camera lady, it's not the camera man. How do they say that? Ta-ta for now.
Save the tatas.
Very good. That's